The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
The Badger Hockey Digest, presented by Charter Communications.
Hi, welcome to the Badger Hockey Digest, brought to you by Charter. I'm the radio voice of Wisconsin hockey, Brian Posick, with head coach Mike Eaves. Badgers continue their long homestand this weekend, back into Big Ten action. The Michigan Wolverines come to town. More on that coming up. This past weekend, the Badgers played Alaska-Anchorage and split the series with the Sea Wolves. And I tell you, we've seen a lot of teams come through here this season. Anchorage may have been the best we've seen here at the Kohl Center.
We think so as a coaching staff. They played at a high tempo. They played hard. They played well together. They had a game plan. You could tell when a team is well coached by what they do off of face-offs. And they had certain ideas and things they wanted to execute, and they did a really, really good job on that. They came in with a chip on their shoulder, and it was a real good test for us. And I know that I think in the first part we were caught on our heels, and as a result we didn't win on Friday night. And Saturday night they came with that same edge and team play in mind, and we had to fight like dogs, and we found a way to win a game, which is good. Good teams learn how to do that, find a way to get it done, and we did that on Saturday night. And so we continue what we think has been a pretty good homestand so far. We got 4 more games. We need to do our job here and then get ready to go on the road.
Yeah, in the Friday night game against Anchorage, Wisconsin's best player may have been Mark Zangerly, the senior centerman who continues to move up the point chart in Wisconsin history. He was really strong on Friday and did everything he could down the stretch to try to get that game to overtime.
No, he did play well. Mark, when he has a puck on his stick, he's very good, but what is often the key for Mark's game, when you know he's playing at a high level, is how is he playing away from the puck. And he was going after the puck, he was fighting for it, he was protecting it, and when he's doing that, I think his game is complete.
Yeah, Badgers fell short Friday 3-2, and then Saturday, down 1-0 in the first period. The Badgers welcome back Nick Kurdelis from the World Junior Championship, and the sophomore centerman unfortunately hurt himself in the first period, and you found yourself shuffling all over the place trying to get something going. You scored 2 goals late in the first, take the lead. It was a pretty entertaining game.
It was back and forth, and it was which team is going to give here a little bit. And we forged a lead near the end of the first. It got tied up. They went ahead in the middle of the second, and then we responded with a big time goal. Eddie Whitkow's first collegiate goal was a big time goal. Then the third period was back and forth, and good things happen when you throw the puck in the net.
Yeah.
And we keep telling our guys that, and that was a difference. And then when we pulled our goalie, we were very good. We did a great job.
Yeah, Jake McCabe scored the game winner. Actually, you heard Michael Mersch saying, here, or whatever the case may be, and Jake was on the far wing wall, threw it towards the front of the net. It goes off of Blake Tatchelin in. Yeah. Little puck luck there. Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. And again, it goes back to the thought that we have. The good things happen when we throw the puck in the net. And isn't it interesting, the night before they had a puck going like that for them off the toe of one of their defensemen who went to the middle of the net. So, this is all part of the game. You got to be good to be lucky. And we did the right thing by throwing it at the net. And as a result, we got that extra goal and won the game.
All right, now the Badgers welcome in Michigan. More on the Wolverines coming up in just a bit after this.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand, and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
This is Andrew Zielsdorf. He plays hockey. This is leukemia. It's bad business. This is Andrew's oncology team. They love Andrew. They don't like leukemia. And thanks to them, Andrew is now cancer-free. Booyah. They are the world-renowned physicians, scientists, and nurses at the American Family Children's Hospital, pioneers in pediatric cancer care. UW Health. Remarkable.
Badgers welcome in the Michigan Wolverines this weekend. And before we get to Red Berenson's club, I wanted to ask you about a couple of individuals. Jake McCabe on Saturday night had his first 2-goal game as a Badger, his first 3-point game as a Badger. I know he was disappointed the way he played Friday. Boy, he came out and really took charge Saturday, didn't he?
He did. He's one of our captains, one of our leaders, and he was disappointed with his play on Friday. We sat down, took a look at some video stuff, and pointed out some things. And I think sometimes Jake has the tendency, like a lot of young athletes, they think by doing more that they're accomplishing more, and really that's not the case. Sometimes less is more, and just wait for the game to unfold and come to you. And he did that to a much higher degree on Saturday night, and the game unfolded for him, scoring 2 goals, finding an assist. But it was his play away from the puck that really dictated that. There was a hit, I think it was the first or third period, where he let the guy come into his zone. And then when I say zone, the hitting zone, Jake has a tendency to lunge at guys. And he waited till he was in that zone. Matter of fact, he got a bad penalty on Friday night because he lunged at a guy. Could have got 5 in a game. He was lucky he didn't, but he let this young man come into his zone and then popped him. And it was a great check. And I think, you know, as a young guy, as a young athlete, that's one of those things that you learn as you get older, to let the game unfold and not force it. And he did that to a T on Saturday night.
Yeah, I know because of personal protection rules, you can't get into specifics about injuries, but Sean Little was badly missed this past weekend, one of your leaders, a very good penalty killer, guy that brings a lot of energy. And then Nick Cardelis also was injured, as I mentioned, on Saturday. Can you tell the fans when we may see them back on the ice?
Well, Sean certainly will be back before Nick, because he was hurt earlier, but you know, I would say that Nick's going to be out. It's a week-by-week deal, at least a couple of weeks now, which is unfortunate. But you know what? I think in these times of injuries, it looks like an adverse situation, but this is where people kind of flourish. People have to step up. You're not looking over your shoulder, where's Nick? You know, or we're waiting for Nick to get back. We have to go out and play. So we need guys to step to the forefront here, and usually that's what happens in situations like this.
Certainly so. Wisconsin and Michigan, they'll play each other for the first time as Big Ten members. Red Berenson's been coaching for 30 years. He's won over 770 games, and he just keeps on rolling. You know, he's very dry, quiet type of guy, but he relates to his players, always has.
He's just, you know what, I think that he will work right up to the time almost before he's going to move on. He loves it. I mean, he's grown up in that, you know, he's from the prairies of Canada, and he just is a worker. He loves what he does. I think the thing that I admire about Red is that, you know, in the summertime, he shuts off the cell phone. He takes about a month off and goes up into the lakes of northern Canada someplace and just recharges his battery. He's been really intelligent and smart about that, and that's one of the things I admire about Red.
Yep, Red has a team that's 10-4-2 so far. 12 of their 16 games have been decided by a goal or less. They've been playing tight games. Is it a typical Michigan team up and down the ice?
They bring energy, and they have good players, and it's no different than watching the video. They're no different than any other Michigan team that we've had come in here. And it's going to be a fun weekend of hockey for our fans to watch.
Yeah, and the final 16 games of the regular season, all in Big Ten play. I'm anxious for this to kind of resume a little bit, aren't you?
Finally it's here. And now we can, you know, we kind of dabbled in it a little bit, but now we get to go into some rinks we haven't been in that are Big Ten rinks, Ohio State, Penn State. We haven't been to Michigan State in a while, or Michigan, so I think it'll be fun for our kids, fun for our fans.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks, Brian.
Sure, that's Badgers head coach Mike Eaves. Friday night's game, by the way, folks, starts at 8 o'clock. It'll be televised by the Big Ten Network on the Badger Sports Network. The longtime voice of Badger hockey, Paul Brown, will call the game with Bill Howard. That should be interesting, to say the least, so make sure you tune into that. And then Saturday's game starts at 7 o'clock. That's on Fox Sports Wisconsin, also on the Badger Sports Network. For Mike Eaves, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest, brought to you by Charter.